in Hex since the beginning, and then in crypto in general since late 2017. I watched Bitcoin top in Christmas, or near the Christmas time. I was watching some random ticker website. It had like 4 exchanges on it that you could swap between, and then it would show you an order book and then the price action and stuff like that. And I was hooked, right? So that's what got me into crypto. And I found Richard Hart during the 2018 bear for a couple of his interviews. And I really liked his style and what he was saying and his messaging, right? Because he was saying a lot of very intelligent things back then and was an extremely valuable source of information. And then kind of stuck around and, got involved with the Hex community. Day one, I've been an admin for a bunch of the telegrams, maybe a little over a year and a half now, I guess, maybe 2 years. So been in the trenches.
Admin for Richard Hart or for Fiat, or I guess that's maybe one
both.
Of them.
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah. So I've been an admin for the Richard Hart community for almost about 2 years now. I kind of joined because I was seeing, or being an admin. The reason why I started being an admin was because I was in the Hex trading chat, in the trenches, enjoying it for the most part, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of the some of the well-spoken guys that were really intelligent were getting banned for having opposing viewpoints, right? So I became an admin to kind of advocate for their unbanning, I guess you could say, to kind of stick up for the unspoken. So that's that was my entire reason for being an admin. And now we're here.
Sounds good. Sounds interesting, actually. So I'm guessing that you got into crypto in 2017.
I did. Yeah. The first thing I bought was Ethereum.
Okay. Crazy. Yeah. The first thing that I bought was Cardano, actually.
Really? Okay.
That's my very first coin, but I bought, Ethereum and Bitcoin afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing like the rest of us, you went gung-ho in it and then it crashed.
Yeah, man. I bought Ethereum at like first buy was at like $500. Then it was at $700. Mm-hmm. And then like 900. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Okay. Right. I watched it go up top in January, and I was like, damn, this shit's going up. I'm not selling this shit for nothing, right? And then it crashed, naturally. And I capitulated into Bitcoin before it fell below, before the Ether Bitcoin ratio fell below 0.06 ETH per Bitcoin. So, or however that converts over, and held Bitcoin for the rest of the bear. So.
Okay, nice. Yeah, me, I got into Ethereum when it was like something crazy low, like maybe $400, $300, and then it went up to like $1,400. And I held on just like you. I held on. I was like, oh, it's going to go to like 10,000. Yeah. And then it crashed. And then by like May, June of 2018, I was like, this is trash. Crypto's horrible. Never going to do it again. So then I looked at it again, like maybe the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020, right before Corona. I looked at it. I was like, I started studying Bitcoin like crazy, like 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, studying like crazy. And then I was like, all right, this is actually really good. The fundamentals are really good. It's just going through the 4-year cycle. So the 4-year cycle is coming up. So I might as well get into it. And ever since then, I've been 100% into crypto.
I'm sure we could talk pretty much all day about our crypto journey. But yeah.
Yeah, let's get into this. Okay, so what exactly is fiat?
So fiat is a fork of Aave, kind of catered to the Richard Hart community and some of the lesser known, altcoins, I guess you could say, right? It is a revenue sharing platform. So, unlike Aave, when people, a portion of the fees, when people are using the platform, fiat, when the borrower and lender are, negotiating. So like, okay, if you deposit funds, if you're a depositor, there's 3 ways you can play this. You can be a depositor, you can be a borrower, and you can be a staker. You can do all 3 of these things. But, if you're a borrower, you're basically like the person taking out a loan, at the bank or something like this, and you're given an interest rate. In the case of fiat, you're probably going to be paying a variable interest rate loan, right? So depending on the market conditions, that loan can get more expensive or it can get cheaper. And your fees are being paid between the depositors and the stakers of the fiat token, right? So, there's a spread between a deposit fee of, like, say, 1%. So when you deposit your assets, you're getting paid 1% from the borrowers, and then a borrower could be paying anywhere between like 4%, say, right? Okay. And then you have that margin left over that's being paid to the stakers of that. Yeah. So there's many ways you can play this game. But simply put, it's like the bank, the DeFi bank for Pulsechain, catered to the RH community, right? Because I'm sure we're all aware that Aave does not support Hex. It doesn't support 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘕. Doesn't support any of the maxi stuff or anything like this, right?
But coins, any of them.
Yeah, exactly.